it was truly more sus than a character from Among Us. First off, he was accused of sexually abusing.
The massive amount of egos I've met in the creator space so far is absolutely mind-boggling. If I ever act like that, please slap the shit out of me. Making YouTube videos doesn't make you a god. Your audience made you.
White women were the most loose, according to Blazing Christ. I feel like that's not a bad thing, though.
Today I'm doing a video that I don't think a lot of people expected me to make, because it's about someone who is well liked in the community. He has a lot of support from fellow creators, he's good at networking, he's done pretty well for himself. But despite this, I know this video will be saying a lot of things that people are already thinking, but not saying. So consider this finally ripping the band-aid off to talk about why InternetAjay is extremely cringe. InternetAjay is a growing YouTuber with more than 250,000 subscribers. He blew up from making a number of rise and fall videos on other YouTubers. This is a genre that has exploded a lot lately on YouTube, with channels like SunnyV2 really picking up some steam. And while I don't title my videos this way, at least a few of the videos on my other channel will probably fit into that category. You detail the career of a public figure, go over their beginning, their high moments, their fall into irrelevance or cringe-worthiness. Pretty normal formula for a video these days. Now, I don't necessarily have an issue with this kind of content in general, or really any kind of content, because there will be good or bad people in any genre, and honestly, I think that it takes a lot for me to call someone's videos bad. Genuinely, I have tried to be less confrontational about content that isn't really for me in the last, little while. I want to be a nice guy, okay? I want to be an affable, kind guy. Today, we're taking a break from that, because Ajay's videos are not very good. They're not very well researched, and he constantly gets small details wrong. He makes rise and fall videos on people that are totally undeserving of having a video like that made on them, because they haven't had a fall, and his content itself is really low effort. This is behind the meme for internet history. He reads Wikitubia and a few Reddit posts, and that's basically his videos. I could qualify that statement right now with more nerdy YouTube knowledge and shit like that, but that would require me actually watching more of his videos. A process so painful for anyone who knows anything about YouTube, I simply will not subject myself to it until the end of this video. If you already like his videos, right, you're a big Ajay fan, then you probably won't care for whatever I have to say about them anyway. So instead, I'll just talk about why he's a massive cringe lord who wears his desperation for pussy on his sleeve. When you make videos about other people online, you have to be willing to take as much as you give. Sometimes, you will be the one that people are talking about. Ajay straight up cannot handle this, and it's blatantly obvious by the way he reacts to people's criticism of him on Twitter. So all of this starts with a twitlonger from Ajay, where he describes his experience losing $25,000 to a cryptocurrency scam. It's a very embarrassing post, and I don't know why he felt the need to make it public. Now, Keemstar, being the little rascal he is, decided to respond to Ajay by saying, "The rise and fall of your bank account." Now, this is a very mean joke, right? But it's ultimately innocuous. It's not a big deal. Ajay makes rise and fall videos about people all the time. He should be able to take a little joke. But he did not take this well at all. Instead, he played the victim on Twitter, saying, "Keemstars replied to me after I got scammed out of 25,000 USD. I don't feel ashamed or bad. I learned from the dangers of cryptocurrency." If you want to shit on a creator 1/50th of your size for legit getting robbed, go ahead, dude, lol. Firstly, the size of your channel should have nothing to do with Keemstar making fun of you. You post stuff online about other creators and make videos about their rise and fall. People can make fun of you back. People can criticize you back. You don't get to escape this because, oh, the big bad Keemstar. Stop being a pussy. Secondly, if you're not ashamed of losing $25,000, then there is something very wrong with you. Like, I read your twitlonger, and from judging it, it did not teach you the dangers of cryptocurrency. The way that you lost this money is by downloading a weird sketchy app that took 3 days to download, and then asking people on Reddit for how to get your money, and then you ended up putting more money into this scam and losing it. Like, this is not about the dangers of cryptocurrency. This is a lesson about the dangers of your own dumbassery. Don't you think there was like a red flag when this app took 3 days to download? Keemstar continued to meme Ajay for this, to which some people were like, "Hey, why are you so mad at Ajay?" Well, as Keem said, I think the reason he was mad is because Ajay made a video about him that was really bad, had a bunch of inaccuracies, and didn't accurately portray his career. This is not a good rise and fall video. At the time that this video came out, Keemstar hadn't really fallen. Ajay then continued to cope post about his losses from investing his life savings into degenerate, worthless coins over the next few weeks. Some were talking about my L with Doge as if I made the worst decision ever. At least I talk about my losses publicly on Twitter. 2. 2, I got greedy and didn't sell at 71 cents. 3, I lost about 2K of the 16K I put in. That's not that big in investment terms. Life moves on. Imagine investing $16,000 in fucking Dogecoin, like, and actually thinking you're gonna get a return off of this, and when you lose, you're like, oh, geez, this is crazy. I guess this is the dangers of cryptocurrency. What a responsible financial decision. I'm thankful that whatever he earns from his videos will be instantly squandered on this fake cancer. And he opens the tweet as if he's about to own everyone. He's like, guys, some people are saying I made the worst decision ever. Well, anyway, I'm a greedy bastard and I lost $2,000. Sorry, maybe we should add that 2,000 to the 25,000 he already lost. Why would you want to make this public when this happens to you? I don't understand. But this is not the only instance of this, okay? Ajay gets sensitive a lot on Twitter. Ajay responded to a content creator called Sneeko making fun of his outfit. I then responded with something kind of ridiculous saying that no one loves him and he didn't go to VidCon. So I poked a little bit of fun at him for it, right? He then responded by saying, "Didn't you get canceled for saying the N-word? How's that going for you?" Really, you had to go there, Ajay. I triggered you that bad. Like, do you think this is like a massive own to me? Do you think I'm gonna cry over this? Pushing aside the fact that this was out of left field, it's going pretty good, to be honest. I can't complain right now. But to me, it is kind of weird that Ajay was so easily just set off and triggered by this one reply, where I thought it was kind of obvious that I was joking. But maybe you're not convinced by this instance, okay? I assure you, this is not a personal grievance. This is a common thing. Let's look at this next tweet from Ajay. "I'm fucking disgusted by creators who tell smaller and aspiring creators filthy lies and discourage them. Don't be stopped by some cuck trying to stop you from taking their job. You can do it. Don't give up. Make that video." Tell me, Ajay, who did this to you? Who hurt you? Because I will place a bet for $50 right now. That's some hard-earned YouTube cash, okay? I might not make $50 on this video considering the amount of cringe content in here. It may get limited ads. I'm betting $50 that this did not happen. You created a fake scenario to virtue signal to your audience. This is nothing. Write a perfectly generic motivational tweet. Invent a situation that does not exist and include a villain to reinforce the concept. Click tweet and bask in glory. Too true, Tabor. I must agree with you. Tell me, how did Ajay respond to this tweet, okay? How did he decide to go about this? OMG, dude. This isn't generic, nor did I invent a situation. You are clearly bitter that I unfollowed you and literally quote tweet and comment negative shit on anything I write. Get a fucking life. This is why no one likes you. He's so mad. He's so fucking mad. I promise you, Ajay, no one cares about your follow that much. You know, we follow each other right now. We're based mutuals, but that may not survive after this video. And I promise you, if it doesn't, I will be able to live with that. But oh well, it's not like anyone likes me. I'm clearly just bitter anyway.
I'm smoking like a motherfucker. What up with that?
Have it, and like, I think everyone remembers their first, but like the third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, you just fucking forget. And then at some point, it just becomes like a need.
The problem with Ajay is that any tweet he makes that he calls a joke is typically not a joke. Instead, it is a gaze into the psyche of a man who is extremely insecure. One day, he will be the absolute king of women in conquest. He's in a new pussy every day, okay? And oh boy, does he get a lot of it. I mean, he's in them every fucking hour, okay? Women are lined up at his door. And the next day, he's down so hilariously, terribly bad. New weekend routine. Text every girl who didn't reply to me on the dating apps in the last few days. Sup, and hope for a response. Works every now and then, lol. I can't wait until the day my Instagram following is impressive enough that girls actually reply back to my DMs. If you want to make that happen, please follow me here. And boy, do I love a good hate fuck. And boy, do I love a good hate fuck. Honestly, the only reason I have an Instagram is to slide into the DMs of girls. Currently, it is not working. Lol. After 11 months on YouTube, not a single girl has reached out to me via DM/Insta/carrier pigeon. Damn, Dave Chappelle was right. If you're pretty, you find out instantly. But if you're ugly, you have to figure that shit out for yourself. Being ugly is so annoying because when I see a hot girl, I just have to say damn and end it there. If I'm too ugly, I might just wear my plaque around my neck and hope it attracts females. Now look, Ajay, I'm not gonna give you advice on how to sleep with the most girls or something like that. How to be the king of e-girls, okay? How to be the guy on Twitter that quote tweets women randomly and says, I fucked this girl, okay? I can't educate you on that. Maybe if you want some more advice on the e-girl economy, you can ask Justin Wang. I think he's pretty knowledgeable. But what I can say is that these tweets are not the way. Every time I see you tweet shit like this, my urge to quote tweet you and just call you an ugly, miserable loser grows stronger. And it's not because you're ugly, InternetAjay. It has nothing to do with that. It's because when you make these tweets, You're begging. You're on your hands and knees begging someone, anyone, to call you attractive. And it is really, really pathetic. So from now on, when you people see this face, you should not see the face of a man who is making rise and fall videos. You should see a man consumed with insecurity to the point that he will do basically anything for one drop of pussy. Bunty King is not nearly as bad as this. Ajay is on a whole nother level. Bunty's on that literal cuck, okay? Ajay is on that mental cuck. But that isn't all there is, okay? There's a lot more.
People make such a big deal about sex, but it's not that big of a deal. It's a big emotional experience the first time you have it. And like, I think everyone remembers their first, but like the third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, you just fucking forget. And then at some point it just becomes like a need. Like you just need to have sex.
What does this even mean? Like, someone tell me what this is supposed to mean right now. It just becomes a need. Pussy King need his pussy. A little while ago, Ajay started a show on Twitch where he would get girls on his show to basically like let the audience have a chance to date them. It was kind of a play on the Raj dating shows. And maybe on the surface, these seemed innocent enough. Basically, he would hire chicks off of this website and they would come on and he would be like, okay, next little freak from my Discord, come on and try to hit.
That's
But
good.
yeah.
That's good.
No, it doesn't have to be.
I mean, for me, for what I do for a living, take a guess. Something to do with computers.
I knew it. I was about to say you're some computer guy.
Yeah.
Is that racist? Chat, is that racist?
Oh,
Let us know
yeah.
now.
There we go. There we go. Yeah.
But if you actually watch these streams, it is abundantly obvious that Ajay is enjoying it way too much, okay? He's getting too much of a kick out of watching these dorks in his Discord try to fuck these girls. It is my opinion that this show is actually a desperate attempt to get laid by the girls he invited on. Either that, or he just wants to watch these awkward Discord nerds get on stream with him so that he can feel like superior when they fail in the presence of an e-girl. So he can feel better than them.
Jay? I call you Jay, right?
Ajay.
Ajay found me on ePal. I'm also on ePal. My ePal name.
I didn't pay her anything. 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 I didn't pay her anything.
There are a lot of cringy episodes of this. I remember watching them when they were around, but sadly he's now removed them all. Thankfully, I managed to get into contact with an experienced hacker who tried really hard to DDoS him, okay? He tried really hard to hack the mainframe of Ajay's brain to get the files from his computer, but unfortunately he failed. So he then used half of the contract money to hire a burglar to break into Ajay's house and beat the fuck out of him. And he also got me 3 of the streams. And they're pretty funny, I'm gonna be honest.
But I've tried so many different formulas and so many ways of doing it that I found ways that work. So I basically optimize myself. Right now my bio is like, oh, I make YouTube videos, and that's a conversation starter. White women were the most loose. I feel like that's not a bad thing.
Sadly, these videos are now gone from Twitch, as is his entire Twitch channel. So, that really sucks. Taking a detour from Pussy King, we're gonna end this video on a note about Ajay's videos. Ajay seems to have the impression that he makes great videos. They're just out of this world and he works so hard and he's really on that grind set. He's a really talented artist, okay? An artisan. The first thing I do after I publish a video isn't take the rest of the day off and relax. It's start working on the next one. Don't be a dick or I'll make a well-researched rise and fall video on you. It hurts to get comments to say my videos are easy to make into commonplace. I literally got off work today, spent all evening writing a script, recorded it, and am now writing a script for the next video. I have taken 0 days off YouTube in 3 months. This shit is non-stop. Well, I think that this comment from me, Mr. Turkey Tom, or Tom Dark, whichever you prefer to call me, okay? It may hurt a bit, because I'm gonna be honest, Ajay, your videos are easy to make, and they are commonplace. I've heard a lot of people call them like mediocre. Oh, they're not that bad. No, they're fucking bad. They're bad, bad, bad.
I like that dude's videos.
To date, Keemstar is one of the only people to have survived a content cop. However, although he did, his reputation was publicly tarnished for millions to see.
What do you mean, one of the only people to survive a content cop? Who didn't survive? Rice Gum, who continued uploading and got millions of views and is now like a millionaire from, I don't know, crypto or some shit. Tana Mojo, like she still pushed past it. Tell me, Ajay, who didn't survive the content cop? Who did it really take out and just destroy? Are you 5 years old and see these things through the lens of like, well, iDubbbz like owned him and then that was it. I mean, his channel just ceased to exist after that because I stopped watching them.
Drama alert. He was also extremely hurt as Leafy was a close friend who supposedly did it as a business decision. Eventually though, things recovered and he continued to gain subscribers as if nothing happened. And in October 2017, he hit 3 million subscribers. The coup de grace to Keem's already damaged reputation occurred in June 2019. For about a year or two prior to that, the YouTuber Etika had multiple mental breakdowns on social media.
Really? That's it? In between the content cop and exposed videos about Keem, there's just nothing? You realize that's like 3 years? Years of time you just skipped over? It's like right to Etika all of a sudden, 2016 to 2019, nothing happened in there. And once again, like where is the fall of Keemstar? What do you consider to be the fall? You make it out like Keemstar fell due to his like heinous actions. Keemstar has been the same guy on YouTube for like 15 years. He has never changed. At his absolute peak in terms of like actual metrics and views, everyone knew who he was and everyone knew what he had done. And this is how all of Ajay's videos are. They are not well-researched profile pieces. They are extremely brief summaries mixed in with a bunch of things that technically happened without going in depth on any of them or really telling much of a story in general. These are not well written at all. Like if I knew literally nothing about YouTube at all, this would probably be interesting. But for anyone who actually does know these stories, it's infuriating to watch. Don't be a dick or I'll make a well-researched rise and fall video on you. You don't know what well-researched means. Fuck off. I can see why it takes like an afternoon to write these videos. Maybe an afternoon to write a video works for other people. Like I can see even other internet history channels having an easy time doing that, because a lot of the time they're like going over one event, right? Take someone like Justin Wang or Wavy Web Surf. Typically, they don't profile the rise and fall of someone's entire career. When they do it, they do it pretty well, but typically they make videos about like one event. And so the writing time for those videos probably isn't super intensive. I would guess that it's probably like, you know, a few hours at most. And that's fine because their scripts do the topic justice. Yours do not. Literally none of the videos on your channel are the definitive video about any of the people you've talked about. There are better alternatives to any of them. They are rushed and they are poorly written. You don't give a shit about any of the stuff you make videos on. Or if you do, you certainly don't act like it because of how often you pump them out. And honestly, I wouldn't even care if you didn't bloviate so much about it on Twitter. Like you're just begging for this video that I'm making right now to be made. You fucking cry about it every day. Guys, it hurts to make my videos so much. I'm like a slave to YouTube and everyone's so mean to me. Like I work so hard, guys. I'm really on the grind set. Make better videos. I don't care.
Let's get some pussy tonight.
I'm gonna play a clip now from a guy that made a really funny video about Ajay that, you know, honestly, I can't tell if it was created by like a slightly unhinged individual or a troll, but the video is really funny.
Almost everything you say, it seems like you're virtually signaling how good of a person you are by pretending you are irritated by non-issues. You also slyly try to get girls in your DMs. I suggest that you read self-help books or Steve Jobs' biography to become more creatively pure, and so you can avoid becoming the sellout that so many other creators have become. I wish InternetAjay the best of luck, and maybe he should consider going to a sex therapist so that he can control his sexual impulses on Twitter. As we know, if sex impulses are left unchecked, it can lead to heinous crimes.
Ajay makes a living off of documenting people's rise and falls. He makes a living off of calling them out. He shouldn't be surprised that sometimes people are going to disagree with that. He shouldn't be shocked that when he posts his own L, people will hold it to his forehead. He should stop these pathetic cuck tweets about how he's so ugly and just wants girls to like him. You're fucking 46 years old. Stop this. If not for your sake, for the sake of the people who have to see them and physically cringe at all of these posts. Enough is enough. It's time to stop. If you're gonna keep making low-effort cringe videos for money, then whatever, you know. I do gameplay videos on this channel. Look at this shit. There's literally gameplay footage because I can't be fucked to put any actual effort into editing this video about you. But I don't pretend that they're amazing artwork, okay? This is popcorn. What you do is lazy half-ass videos that are a list of like facts, I guess. It's behind the meme, Michael McCrudden levels of barely passable. And it's only barely passable if you know nothing about the actual subject at hand. Watching some of your videos is so goddamn infuriating. Sorry if this is the first time you're hearing any of this. Maybe you can improve your videos or something. I know I went pretty hard in this video, but you know, I think you just need to be like dick slapped a little bit. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a dislike if you disliked the video. Aww. And be sure to leave a comment down below giving me, Tom, the guy, your thoughts. And now for a special performance by yours truly, Tom Dark. I call this one Pussy King. Credit to the band I stole this from and replaced the lyrics or whatever. I'm so ugly. No girls want to fuck me. Post a cringy tweet and cry myself to sleep again. Write a lazy script Pretend that it's not shit. Get someone cool to cameo to seem like I'm cool too. Please, please, Pussy King, stop tweeting about fucking. You won't convince me that you just got laid. Please, please, Pussy King, your cringy tweets are starting to sting. I wish that you would just fuck off. Alright, I'm not finishing this song. Bye.